That nice green. Yes, I'm filling the engine with diesel fuel. This is normally where you would put oil. So here's an update on the auction Suburban that we picked up. We are inspecting the oil we got going, and it says low oil pressure. And obviously whoever took it to the auction changed the oil so it's got nice fresh oil in it. Run your finger across it and don't find any trace of Alright, we haven't got the keys. So there's a little bit of a, not a knock, but some dirty as all get up. So whatever the dealer did to trade this in, so now it's got that noise, and so we're going to climb down underneath. And take a little look. Not sure why somebody gooped the drain plug. Got some oil spraying and leaking there and up in. So I'm assuming the oil pickup and pump are bad. So we're going to drain the oil and see if we can see any metal inside the oil. Oil's milky, milky brown. A little bit of shavings on the Alright, so here is and you can see quite a few metal shavings. Sitting on top there. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the oil that we just drained out of the Suburban. And that is pretty dark, kind of a milky color, but there's no antifreeze or water in it. Well, that answers that question. You see all these metal flakes that are left over? Oh my. Yep, that answers the question of that, but should we do this for fun? What do you think? What would you do? You just drain the oil in your engine, and I don't know what angle you can see, but all these sparklies, gosh, the lighting's just shit. There. Inside that pan, we are full of sparklies. Alright, I don't know if you've ever wanted to try this, but I think it'd be fun. So, I've got some extra, no, this isn't gas. Let's zoom in on it. Yeah, sun's being short. I need a step stool.
Can you zoom in?
Yeah. So, we are going to have some fun. That nice green. Yes, I'm filling the engine with diesel fuel. This is normally where you would put oil, but instead,
You put that much?
we're dumping straight diesel fuel. This is how you turn a gas engine to a diesel. Put diesel in the oil. Just fill that sucker right up to the top.
You just put that much in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna put that much in there. Listen to it, it's gurgling, it's happy. It's like, ooh, feed me more. I like it. and said that's enough. Now we're going to take some, got about a quart of that. I've also heard of people putting automatic transmission fluid, but we are going to try mostly diesel with about a quart of just 5W30. Now this is what normal people, you know, when you change your oil, you put whatever the engine specifications are. For gasoline engines, if you have a gasoline engine, and put oil in. I like this because it's a perfect blend of synthetic and conventional. So now we're going to go ahead. So right there, 5W30, doesn't say diesel, but we put diesel. Diesel fuel, not diesel oil. So let's go around and see how it likes it.
Just get started.
We got Chester the molester over there mowing his lawn, blowing his driveway. Let's see if we explode. Well, so far still have low oil pressure. Rev it up a couple of times.
How high?
Not very high, like 1500 is all. So there's still a knock. Do it again, I'm going to go to this side. Okay, turn the key off. So, and we just barely put the fuel in there. Gonna go ahead and just see how full we are on the dipstick, and we're nice and clean. Registering about a quart, half a quart to a quart low. So I think we're okay. Now we're just going to go back. Let's fire it up. And we're just going to let that sit and idle for about 5-10 minutes. So we just wipe the oil pan, and you can see those metal sparkles in the oil.
Okay, turn up where you at. Is that over there?
There, turn up. So we've put a little bit of diesel that we didn't use in the engine to clean our oil pan, because we want to get all the metal shavings out and then check it again and see how much the diesel fluid cleaned. So you can just kind of see, hopefully the angle, but this just grabs those metal shavings, pulls them right out of the oil. And brings it down. can see there all the metal shavings. And then if you get the right light, all that down in there. Lighting's horrible, but it's pretty sparkly. Okay, I'm going to dispose of this. Okay, we've got all the oil shavings, or the metal shavings, out of our oil pan. Now we're going to climb under and drain 15 millimeter. We're going to go ahead and drain our mixture. There's our diesel oil mixture. Coming out of there, we'll let that get all the way out. And we'll be good. So we had this completely spotless. Here's the magnet. This is after running the diesel fluid, and you can still see some of those metal shavings. Sitting on that magnet. There's one right there. There's still a few on there. So this engine, it's too far gone. We're just going to, well, it's going to need a complete rebuild. I think just changing the oil pump, since we have that knock on it. The top end and the, at least the oil pump and pickup are going to have to be replaced. So that'll be next.